Omni hand level, a hand surveying instrument designed to measure angles of elevation of depression expressed in degree or percent. Accidental error, an error due to combination of causes beyond the ability of an observer to control and for which it is impossible to make correction. Altimeter, an instrument used to measure height or altitude graduated in feet or meters. Azimuth refers to the direction as given by the angles between the meridian and the line measured in a clockwise direction, usually reckoned from the south branch of the meridian. Bearing, the direction of any line with respect to a given meridian. Backside, a site taken with the transit along the line of known direction to reference point, usually in the rear. Benchmark, reference point whose location and elevation are known and serve as a reference for leveling work in a given locality. Chinning pin, a steel pin about 1 foot long used temporarily for making the location of the end of the tape as distances are to be measured. Chaining, the operation of measuring the horizontal or inclined distances with a tape. Clinometer, an instrument used for measuring the vertical angles or slope. Close traverse, a survey in which the traverse lines from a closed figure or when the two endpoints coincide. Compass, a handheld instrument used in making rough survey lines with reference to the direction of a magnetic needle. Contour, an imaginary line of constant elevation on the ground. Contour interval, a fixed vertical distance between two successive contour lines at different elevation. Crosshair, a fixed a line of sight composed of vertical and horizontal hairs fastened to the vertical datum. A plane of reference where all other elevations are referred to. Deflection angle, an angle between the line and the line prolongation to the preceding line to the succeeding line. Departure, the horizontal component of traverse lines wherein in the distance is multiplied by the sign of the bearing angle to the line. Depression contour, a contour in which the elevations of adjacent contour do not indicate which condition is represented. Difference in elevation, the vertical distance between level surfaces. Differential leveling, the operation to determining difference in elevation of point some distance of the point near the surface of the earth as assumed above or below as assumed level surface. Direct leveling, a method by which the difference in rod reading at hill 2 point is equal to the difference in elevation between those points. Flagman, a person whose duty is to hold the flag or range pole at selected point as directed by transitman. Field work, an activity of making and recording all measurements of in the field, elevation, the vertical distance above or below some arbitrarily assumed level surface or datum. Foresight, a site taken with the level of a point wherein the elevation of which is to be determined. Foresight distance, the horizontal distance from the center of the instrument to the rod where the foresight was taken. Geodetic surveying, a type of surveying which takes into account the shape of the earth, height of instrument, height and instrument, the elevation of the line of sight of the telescope where the instrument is leveled or above the datum. Heliotrope, the position of point to be sighted by means of sunlight reflected by an instrument.